Russia has long fascinated the world with its mysterious and puzzling images. Every corner of this vast country hides inexplicable secrets. Is the government hiding evidence of alien encounters? Or are there even more incredible secrets, like a young girl who can see through objects as if she had X-ray vision, the discovery of a 2,500-year-old grave of a young woman, or women who are willing to sleep with strangers to show hospitality? Today we invite you to explore 15 of the most mysterious and fascinating photos from Russia. Let's start. What if ancient viruses, frozen in time for tens of thousands of years, suddenly came back to life? This is what is happening right now, deep inside the Siberian permafrost. As climate change accelerates global warming, the Siberian permafrost is beginning to melt. This melting is not only revealing ancient relics and long-lost ecosystems, it is also awakening viruses that have been dormant for tens of thousands of years. In 2014, scientists made a surprising discovery. They successfully revived a virus that had been frozen for nearly 30,000 years. This ancient virus, called Pithavirus sibericum, was discovered. In 2013, another giant virus, Pandoravirus, was discovered. Measuring about a micrometer long and half a micrometer wide, this virus is so large that it can be seen under a regular microscope. In a chilling discovery, scientists have found a virus sample in the permafrost of Yakutia, Russia, estimated to be more than 48,000 years old. The sample was taken from a depth of 52 feet below a lake. About two-thirds of Russia is covered by permafrost, which traditionally remains frozen even in the summer. However, as global temperatures continue to rise, this previously impenetrable layer of frozen soil is beginning to melt. The melting permafrost is a potential Pandora's box of ancient diseases. Scientists are concerned that potentially harmful viruses could emerge as the permafrost thaws. These viruses could pose a significant risk to both human health and the global ecosystem. What do you think about these ancient viruses coming back to life? Could they be the key to understanding our past, or are they a potential threat to our future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Now let's move on to one of Eastern Europe's most mysterious wonders, the Dancing Forest, located in the Koronian Spit National Park in Kaliningrad. This is where nature seems to defy its own rules. These strange tree shapes, often referred to as the drunken forest, are concentrated in a small, mysterious area. Despite extensive research, scientists have yet to reach a consensus on what causes these unique shapes. Some believe that the area's natural conditions, such as shifting sand dunes and strong Baltic Sea winds, may be responsible. Others believe that the unusual shapes are due to a combination of factors, including the Koronian Spit's unique microclimate. A local legend says that during World War II, German engineers conducted chemical experiments while building a glider training range in the area. They say the chemicals may have seeped into the soil, warping the trees into strange shapes. Some locals claim that if you climb over one of these twisted trunks, or even just touch one, you can reset your cosmic energy and rejuvenate yourself by a few years. The influx of tourists, eager to interact with these unique trees, has led to significant damage. Many visitors have harmed the trees, stripping off the bark and disrupting the delicate balance of this natural wonder. In 2018 alone, 12 of these remarkable trees succumbed to the pressure of constant foot traffic and physical contact. Natalia Natasha Nikolaevna Demkina, a remarkable woman from Russia, can see inside the human body without any special equipment, no X-rays required. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Born in 1987, Natasha first amazed the world when she was just 10 years old. One day she casually told her mother that she could see inside her body, describing organs and tissues in vivid detail. She could switch from normal vision to this special vision, instantly seeing complex, colorful images of the organs and systems inside the people around her. People began to seek her out, relying on her medical assessments instead of trained professionals. By the age of 17, she was known around the world. She was invited to appear on a British television show where she demonstrated her abilities to a global audience. The Discovery Channel even dedicated a show to her called The Girl with X-Ray Eyes. On the show, Natasha was tasked with diagnosing a number of individuals. Many were amazed as she accurately identified a variety of conditions, from severe migraines in one woman to endometriosis in another, and even a heart defect in a man. Over the years, she has undergone numerous scientific trials in both the United States and Japan. The results have been mixed and frankly controversial. Some experts have praised her abilities, while others remain skeptical. Before we get to the next mystery, I have a request for everyone watching. If you can help me, It only takes 10 seconds to hit the subscribe button. This really helps our channel grow and means a lot to us. In return, my team and I are committed to continuously improving the program for you. Do we have a deal? Enter Lake Bronno, deep in the heart of Russia. This ancient lake, 43 meters deep, is said to be the lair of the mysterious Bronno Dragon, a creature that has inspired tales of terror and intrigue for over 800 years. The few who have ventured to its shores often recount chilling tales of seeing a giant dragon-like figure rising from the murky waters. The legend of the Bronno Dragon is as old as the lake itself. It is said that during the Mongol invasion of Russia, warriors stopped at Lake Bronno to water their horses. Suddenly, from the depths, the dragon charged, tearing horses and soldiers apart, throwing the Mongols into chaos. This was just the beginning of a series of terrifying encounters. Even in modern times, there are reports of boats mysteriously capsized and livestock disappearing when they strayed too close to the water's edge. Some locals have even claimed to have seen dragon scales floating on the lake, although experts generally dismiss these as natural phenomena, possibly hydrogen sulfide bubbles rising from the lake bed at regular intervals. In the late 20th century, the Siberian Ice Maiden, also known as the Ally Princess of Oala, has captivated historians and archaeologists around the world. Back in 1993, a team of Russian archaeologists unearthed a 2,500-year-old female mummy buried in a sacred mound in the Ally Republic, Russia. The Ice Maiden belonged to the Pesik culture. Since her excavation, the Siberian Ice Maiden has undergone extensive research at the Museum of the Institute of Archaeology and Ethnography in Novosibirsk. Researchers have delved into various aspects of her death, including facial reconstruction, DNA analysis, and detailed examination of her burial artifacts. One of the most fascinating aspects of this ancient woman is her tattoos. Although tattooing was a common practice among the Pesik people, according to ancient origins, her tattoos are among the best preserved from this era. Most notably, she had tattoos covering her entire arm from shoulder to wrist, with the designs on her left arm being the best preserved for scientific analysis. The tattoo on her left arm depicts a sacred creature, a mythical two-headed deer with the beak of a vulture and the legs of a ram. This supernatural beast is depicted being attacked by a long-tailed leopard, its sharp teeth sunk deep into the deer's back. The symbolism of this scene remains a mystery, with some researchers speculating that it may represent a spiritual or cultural belief of the Pesik people. What do you think her intricate tattoos might symbolize? Do you have any theories or insights into the mysterious Pesik culture? Drop a comment below. A haunting photograph of a young Russian woman, her face etched with utter terror. Taken nearly a century ago in the 1920s, the photo has since become a powerful symbol of inexplicable fear. Even today, in 2024, the woman's identity remains a mystery, and the cause of her intense fear remains unknown. Adding to the mystery is the lack of specific information about the woman's background or the circumstances leading up to the moment the photo was taken. Despite extensive research, no records or testimonies have emerged to shed light on her story. The photo, now nearly 100 years old, continues to raise more questions than it answers. Some have speculated that the woman may have been in a moment of deep distress, while others have suggested that her fear may have been a response to the general social anxieties prevalent in post-revolutionary Russia. Without hard evidence, these remain mere theories adding to the mystery. Dargavs, often called the City of the Dead, nestled among the rugged mountains of the Caucasus, in Russia's North Ossetia region, Dargavs is more than just a village, it's packed with history, legends, and an air of mystery. Dargavs is home to an ancient cemetery dating back to the 14th century and extending into the 18th century. Stone tombs dot the hillsides, each resembling a small house with a pointed roof and a single entrance. These structures have withstood the test of time, and inside them are preserved the remains of the village's past inhabitants, some still in wooden coffins or even small boat-shaped boats. Locals believe that the souls of the deceased need a vehicle to travel to the afterlife, a belief as enduring as the stone tombs themselves. During the plague, it is said that the villagers chose to isolate themselves in these stone tombs to avoid spreading the disease, and sadly, many never left. Located in the Arctic, the most remote land of the Russian Federation, Chukotka has a tradition Eskimo women can sleep with strangers, but only with the consent of their husbands. This ancient custom stems from cultural norms and the realities of life in the Arctic. Eskimo women in Chukotka are characterized by dark skin, strong personalities, and often hold the position of breadwinner in the family. All Eskimo men believe that their own women are the best. The tradition of women sleeping with strangers is not motivated by desire, but by harsh natural conditions. These women often give birth to many children. Sharing wives with other men of the Eskimo tribe is not too strange. The Eskimos have long had the custom of renting wives for a short time. When a man goes hunting, he can take a wife who is introduced to him. Sharing a wife was seen as a sign of respect, and refusing was seen as disrespecting her husband and his family. Widows were especially encouraged to sleep with strangers, and if they became pregnant, the whole village would celebrate. This practice helped alleviate the health problems of incestuous relationships and the difficulties of raising children in harsh conditions. Eskimos were comfortable with sex. The concept of virginity was non-existent. A woman who was a virgin simply meant that she had never had sex with a man. Have you ever heard of cities so secret that they don't officially exist? During the Soviet era, there were many cities across the Soviet Union that were completely off limits to the general public. These cities, like Norilsk, were not only restricted, but their existence was kept secret. They were closely tied to secret military or industrial projects, making them some of the most mysterious places on Earth. Take Norilsk, for example. Deep inside the Arctic Circle, the city was founded in the 1930s as a mining center for nickel and other minerals. But it was more than just a mining town. Norilsk played a role in the Soviet Union's industrial might. Norilsk was so hidden from the world that it was not marked on any publicly available maps, and access was tightly controlled. It was only after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 that information about Norilsk and other similar cities began to emerge. There were nearly 40 such cities scattered across the Soviet Union, each with its own role in the grand scheme of Soviet strategy. To this day, some of these cities remain off-limits, although many have been opened to the public. In a shocking discovery that has taken the internet by storm, what appears to be the body of an alien has been unearthed in the frozen tundra of Siberia. The mysterious body, approximately 2 feet long, was found partially buried in the snow. The body is missing its right leg, and its skull is unlike anything you've ever seen, elongated at the back, with large, deep-set eye sockets and a mouth oddly positioned near the chin. These features bear a striking resemblance to classic descriptions of aliens. Siberia has long been a hotbed for unexplained aerial phenomena, with dozens of UFO sightings reported every year. Some believe the body was left behind after a crash or incident that may have been quickly covered up by Russian military experts. Skeptics believe it could be a cleverly crafted hoax, possibly using a model or puppet. But with no concrete evidence and the remote location of the discovery, the mystery remains unsolved. So what do you think? Is this our first real glimpse of extraterrestrial life, or just an elaborate hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A child can speak fluently at just 4 months old. This is the story of Borisa Kiprianovich, a boy born in 1996 in the city of Volgograd, located in southwestern Russia. Borisa, known to many as the Martian, has made the world and the scientific community wonder whether he really holds the secrets of the universe beyond our own. By the age of 2, Borisa had a profound understanding of the universe. He could describe in vivid detail life on Mars, ancient civilizations, and even make predictions about the future of Earth. He talked about the operation of spacecraft, the catastrophic events that led to the loss of Mars' atmosphere, and even described the underground cities that he claims still exist on the red planet today. These astonishing claims have sparked heated debates among scientists. Is this Russian boy the reincarnation of a Martian, or is his story simply a figment of a wild imagination? Borisa also mentioned that significant changes will occur on Earth when the Great Sphinx of Giza is unlocked. According to him, the mechanism to unlock these secrets is hidden behind the Sphinx's ears, although he admits that he cannot recall the exact details. From the mysterious wilderness of Siberia comes a tale of a mysterious creature. With the advent of advanced cameras and recording equipment, we now have images and sounds that defy our understanding. A startling photograph taken in Russia reveals a creature that appears to be a cross between the legendary Snowman and the Yeti. This mysterious creature strides across the snow-covered Siberian landscape. Without these images, one could easily dismiss the creature as nothing more than a folktale. This strange figure has a massive body covered in thick, insulating fur perfectly adapted to withstand the harsh cold. Its muscular, powerful arms suggest immense strength, adding to the creature's mysterious and terrifying aura. However, the authenticity of this photograph is the subject of fierce debate. Some have suggested that it could be the result of sophisticated photo editing, or perhaps an elaborate hoax. However, the remarkable detail and clarity of the photo, along with the creature's natural movements, have led many to believe in its authenticity. You probably think snow is all white. Well, did you know that in Siberia, Russia, snow sometimes turns black? This strange and rare phenomenon has been witnessed in the Kovo region, specifically the Ketk Basin, located in southwestern Siberia. The reason for this strange phenomenon lies in the very thing that drives the local economy: coal. The Kovo region, often referred to as the Black Gold Capital, is heavily dependent on coal mining. The coal industry is so integral that a museum called xrays was established to attract tourists and educate visitors about the importance of coal in southwestern Siberia. However, this black gold may be doing more harm than good. Black snow is more than just a strange visual phenomenon, it has a much darker connotation. The snow turns black because it is filled with coal dust and other pollutants released into the air from nearby mining operations. When this polluted snow falls, it is not only unsightly but also dangerous. Black snow contains toxic substances, including heavy metals and carcinogenic compounds, posing serious health risks to both humans and wildlife in the area. According to recent environmental studies, the amount of toxic particles found in this snow can be 70 times higher than the safe limit. In a remote corner of Russia, on a strange stretch of highway known as Partisan Alamov Street in Kemsyuk, something truly creepy has been discovered. Scattered across this desolate stretch of road are human skeletons, including skulls, mixed into the sand. Many believe they date back over 100 years, to the Russian Civil War. Some speculate that during the construction of the highway, engineers may have accidentally dug up a mass grave while mining sand, perhaps even disturbing the final resting place of Timo Alamimov himself. The road remains open to traffic, and local authorities have yet to decide what to do. As of 2024, the skeletons have yet to be removed, leaving drivers to navigate this haunting stretch of highway. In 1976, in a remote part of Siberia, on the small island of Yaitiskaya, Soviet archaeologists stumbled upon a row of giant whale bones, carefully arranged in a straight line, rising from the ground like a mysterious ancient monument. This strange site, known as Whalebone Alley, stretches across Siberia's White Gran Island. The landscape is dominated by the giant skeletons of bowhead whales, each weighing up to 300 kilograms, about 660 pounds. The bones, some partially buried in sand, are held in place by rocks. The site consists of 34 giant whale skeletons, dating back up to 600 years, but the mystery deepens because of the meticulous arrangement of the bones in long parallel rows. The bones belong only to bowhead whales, an Arctic creature that has long been a food source for the indigenous people of the area. The site also includes deep pits, believed to have been used to store meat, that stretch along the island's north shore for more than 550 meters, more than 1,800 feet. Archaeologists believe that Whalebone Alley was once much more majestic than the remains we see today. The skulls and vertebrae, weathered and bleached by centuries of exposure to the harsh Arctic elements, now look more like ancient rocks than the remains of living creatures. The prevailing theory is that in the 14th century, Yaitiskaya was a harsh, icy land where food was scarce. To survive, the Yupik hunted bowhead whales, dragging the huge carcasses onto the island to slaughter. The meat was stored in nearby pits, while the bones were laid out in the interwoven rows of Whalebone Alley. The Selic Mounds Museum is an open-air museum located in the Republic of Cassia in southern Siberia. Established in 2007, this outdoor museum complex features unique historical monuments, the most famous of which is the Selic Mound, surrounded by mysteries that remain unsolved. Standing over 35 feet tall, it can be seen from more than 6 miles away. This was the site of Selic Mound before it was excavated in the early 1950s. But what is truly astonishing is that this towering mound is not a natural geological formation. It was meticulously constructed over 2,000 years ago, around the mid-5th to 4th century BC. According to Vasily Boroyakov, a leading expert in ancient burials, the Taga people built this mound for their chief. They transported and shaped tens of thousands of cubic meters of a special mixture, half sand and half clay, that becomes extremely adhesive when wet. The massive earthen pyramid, reinforced with stones to prevent erosion, stands as a testament to the engineering prowess of the Taga people. Some believe that these massive stones were dragged across the plains, possibly on logs greased with animal fat. Others speculate that they were transported on giant sleds over the frozen winter ground. The Selic Mound is just one of many mounds scattered across this vast area. Dozens of similar mounds believed to be the final resting places of ancient leaders, are spread throughout the region. Selic Hill is not just a historical monument, but also a spiritual one. It attracts shamans who perform ancient rituals, seeking to connect with the spirits of the past. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us on this great journey. Leave your thoughts in the comments and like to help us. Remember to subscribe for more. See you soon.